Hey, what is up, YouTube crew? Welcome back to the Guitar Dungeon. It's been a little while since I posted a video because, you know, I'm sure as all of you know, in the age of COVID that we live in, supply chain issues are, you know, popping up everywhere. And it also affects, you know, the music gear industry. So I've got a few items that are on the way. They're back ordered. We're waiting. There'll be more videos to come soon, but what you gonna do, right? But in the meantime, I did get something new, and then please forgive me, screwed up, but I'm gonna tell you about it anyway, right? I really wish that I would have gotten this and then went through the whole process of unboxing and all that other stuff. But anyway, this video today has to do with the lace sensor ultra slim humbucker. See that there, right at the base of the neck here? That is a aftermarket pickup. If you've seen my other video, this is the Rogue resonator that I have. That is my favorite to play, but the drawback was always that, you know, it's just an acoustic resonator. Sounded great, played great, couldn't play it out without having a mic in front of it or whatever. So I was interested in getting a pickup. So I ended up, you know, actually my wife bought this for me. It was something that I had my eye on for a while, but she was able to find one and it actually got sent to me, which is mind-blowing in this day and age, right? But we got this, and like I said, I really wish I would have taken it out of the box and showed you the complete install and all that. Screwed up. You know, party foul on my part, right? But I can at least show you what it is and what it does. This here comes just the pickup. It's got 2 strips of adhesive on the back of it, and a good length of cord to it that has the jack, you know, attached to the end, obviously. But you don't have to mount it inside. You could actually use it externally, and you would just, you know, stick it wherever you wanted on the body of the guitar, and then just take the cord and drop it down, and it actually has a loop where you could just hook it on your strap button and then plug in from there. So no invasive, you know, procedures involved to install. I was looking for something more of a permanent, you know, solution, so I went ahead and installed it myself. Now this, I don't know if the camera's going to be able to pick up what all I've done to it. This actually has the cord that comes out of the edge here, and I was able to drill down through. I took the whole resonator part off, drilled down through, and went to the bottom. There's like a lot of cord packed in the side here, but if anybody's ever looked inside one of these, there's a chamber around the outside that has holes drilled into it. So you have about this much room around the outside that's all open. So I have a lot of cord that I have wrapped up and zip tied into this little corner down here, and then drilled a hole into the edge here and installed the jack. The jack actually comes with a strap button on it, so it looks kind of weird on the back side of this. I have 2 strap buttons, but I'll never attach a strap to this. It just covers up where the jack is. But I think it looks clean once it's in. Super easy to install. Super easy. I bet I had it installed in like 15 minutes. Like I said, I just got excited because I actually got it, so I went ahead and put it in and was like, yeah, cool, I got it. And then thought afterwards, oh, that would have made a good video. So, you know, if anybody's interested in something like this and you're intimidated by the install, just leave me a comment, ask some questions, whatever. I can walk you through it. Super easy to do. I mean, it's really, I'm just sitting here trying to think if I had any issues with it, and I really didn't. Everything kind of worked out like clockwork. I mean, obviously you're going to need the right tools for the job and stuff like that, but like I said, if anybody has any issues you want me to walk you through, totally willing to do that. Didn't ask for, how does it sound, right? Well, other pickups that I've seen are single coil pickups or the piezo pickups that mount down into the bridge that do the job, and they get, you know, the sound out there, but it's always really thin sounding, which, you know, it depends on what you're going for. If you play like, I don't know, you got a resonator, you want to play some bluegrass stuff or whatever, thin isn't necessarily a bad thing. It's not really what I'm after. I play more blues rock stuff, so I was after something with a little bit more meat. This is, once again, I'll show you how thin this sucker is. This is a full-blown humbucker made that thin. So it's like ridiculous, right? Who's making a humbucker that thin? No way it could sound good. So we thought. And then I got it, and then I played it, you know. So just so, you know, no cheating involved. This is tuned to open G tuning. So if anybody asks questions later. But as for tone, this that I have found out is that not that a lot of people are after this, but if you add distortion or any gain, you get a lot of feedback because of the body. You know, it will resonate and cause a lot of feedback and stuff. Given how these are mounted and that they're kind of outside of that, you can add gain onto it, which I end up using quite a bit actually. But check this out. I can add some gain on it. Minimal feedback because it's a humbucker involved. So, really good tone, really easy to install, great sound. I mean, it's everything that I was after in a aftermarket pickup to drop to a resonator. This is also designed to work on acoustic guitars. I mean, it would work, it would do great on an acoustic guitar, but it's almost like it's built for a resonator. Like, it really screams for that, you know, that tone. I've been nothing but impressed with it since I got it. These run about the $150 range, which some people think I'm nuts to put a $150 pickup in a lower grade resonator. Whatever, it is what it is. You know, this is the one that I like. You know, this is the resonator that you know, I prefer to play. It's, I don't know, everybody has those. No matter, regardless of price, you have those ones that you actually resonate towards, no pun intended, but that you say, ah, yeah, that feels good. Well, this is it feels good. So now it sounds good too. So that's what that is. Anyway, so that's kind of part one of this video, because I figure since everybody's here, I'll just give you a little shout out to some other things, because it's been a while since we've talked and I've missed you. One thing that you may have noticed with my slides that I use a glass slide. A lot of people don't like glass slides. I had a friend of mine that said that he hated glass slides, and he had a really good excuse for it, because he would play, and there were songs that we would play together and stuff that he would have his slide on, and he would be playing whatever it may be, and then he would want to switch back over, so he would just flip it off onto the floor. So he always used, you know, metal slides, a chrome slide or whatever, and he would, and then go ting 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 off, whereas this one would go, and that's the last time you ever see that slide again, right? So that was his preference. Mine, I think you get a warmer tone out of a glass slide. If you use the metal slides, they tend to sound real tingy. Yeah, say that 10 times fast, right? It just sounds really, I don't know, nasally to me or whatever. It may work good on an electric guitar, but on an acoustic guitar, it really adds to that nasalness to it, and I didn't like that. So I prefer a glass slide. With this one, I weirdo, right? It's all about preference, I know, and that's the way it should be. You find what's comfortable, that's what you do. Well, mine, I prefer to use my ring finger as my slide finger. I just feel it gives me more control. And previously, when I first started playing slide, we would have songs where I would have to slide up and end up catching a note with my pinky. You know, it was one specific song that we don't even play anymore. But I got in the habit of, I really like that. I feel like I have more control over it on my ring finger. And I remember years ago going into a guitar store, a local guitar store here, and said, hey, I'm looking for a new glass slide. What do you have available? And they brought over what they had, and I said, what's the biggest ones that you have? Because these ain't no little tiny petite fingers, right? They brought their biggest slides over, and I said, oh, none of them are going to work, you know, this kind of stuff. And the guy behind the counter said, well, you know, you're supposed to play on your pinky finger. That's how you do it correctly. To which I told him that he can straight up kiss my ass and that I do it my way because that's how I like to play. So don't ever let somebody tell you what you have to do. That guy's an asshole, and I have not been back in his store since, and I recommend all of my local musicians to not go back there either. I'm not going to mention names because I'm not up to that stuff, but as for local musicians that know me, they know my story. But yeah, play with what feels good, what sounds good, what's comfortable to you. Like that mode right there has actually been played on a few albums, so I don't care what that guy has to say, right? So that's my pickup, that's my slide. That's my time. Thanks for watching today, seriously. Like, share, subscribe, just, you know, put it out there. We've got over 200 subscribers now. Thank you all. Much love to you, you know. We'll get more. As we get more subscribers, I can do more. Like I said, this channel is not sponsored by nobody. I'm not against being sponsored, but it's just not. So, you know, it is what it is. I do what I can do, and I just like to share what I find to be cool stuff with cool people, and that's where you come in. So I appreciate everybody for watching. Like I said, like, share, subscribe, and hopefully the supply chain thing works out and I get my new toys in, and we'll have some really cool stuff for you coming up in the future. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.